Well, it's time to say goodbye to Big Bertha. Left the house in 28-degree weather. Way below freezing. We're talking 28 degrees Fahrenheit. But time to say goodbye to Big Bertha and bring home a new gal I fell in love with. If I won the lottery tonight, I'd be back to buy her back. So this just happened. Said goodbye to the BMW GSA 1250. Say hello to the Scrambler 1200 XE Chrome Edition. Throw a Kriega 20 US 20 dry pack on there to carry my gear. Oh, let the news stories begin. Okay, let's fire this thing up. Let it warm up for a little bit. I think the temperature is up to about 40 degrees now. And Triumph requires you to pull in the clutch to start, even if it's in neutral. First startup. Let this bike warm up for a minute. Walk around. Let's see if that's DRL. Headlight. Bright lights. Low. That's for the fog lights, which we don't have. But Triumph gives you a switch to add fog lights. Get familiarized with all the switches. Some bikes, some countries have a DRL, but we've just got high and low beams on this one. Oh, those pipes are quiet. Brake light. Those stock turn signals actually look pretty nice. Let's turn on the hazards, take a look. LED type turn signals. Who needs custom? Those look good. Okay, idle settled down a bit. Right now, red line's at 7,000. I think red line's supposed to be about 8,000 with peak horsepower at 7,500 RPM, but I don't know if it'll go up as it warms up like the BMW does, or if it doesn't go up till after the first service. Does have a fuel gauge. But down the road I'll sit down and go over all the settings for the gauge, just get everything set how I want it. Alright, let's take the long way home. Let's take the streets, stay away from the highway. Let's go. Yeah, bike rolled away from the start real easy. No quick shifter. "21-inch front tire sure gives a little different feel compared to a 19-inch front tire. Well, right off the bat, the bike feels a lot lighter than my GSA, my BMW. I think it's about 80 pounds lighter. Oh, I've got some stickers to remove off the tank. That'll be happening pretty quick. Seating position. Nice, kind of similar to the GSA. Definitely a dirt bike feel to the seating position, which I like. I had that same thing with the GSA. KTM 1290R Super Adventure, boy, that really gives you a good dirt bike position. So far this isn't bad. Foot pegs have the rubber cleats in them. Yeah, those will be coming off. I like the feel of just the all metal for the foot pegs. The rubber makes it a little too slick for my liking. So those rubber inserts will get taken off and thrown in a box. Right now, riding easy, low RPMs, trying to stay in somewhere near the speed limit. The bike's probably as quiet as the BMW. Yeah, that Boxer Twin had a real nice sound to it, even with the stock pipes. I've had V-twins, Boxer Twins, and now this is my first parallel twin motorcycle. That 270-degree firing order. It does seem to have a pleasant tone to it. Interesting thing is that Brembo master cylinder on here. Not only can you adjust reach, you could adjust the different settings on it for how you want that brake pressure to feel. You know, it's a pretty good high dollar brake master cylinder on there. Oh, let's go right over the bridge. Yep. I gotta remember to shift my butt over a little bit when I come to a stop. This bike is tall. Like I said, I'm a shorty, 5'7". What helps me is having a 30-inch inseam. That helps. 32-inch inseam would be really, really nice for this bike. But basically, slide almost half my bum off the seat, and that works for flat footing. No quick shifter on this bike. Old school shifting, upshifting and downshifting. See how standing up was on here just for a second. Oh yeah. Getting from a seating to standing up position just as easy as it was on the GSA. But you don't have that big wide tank to lock your legs into. I've ordered two options for this bike. The mandatory option is heated grips. I think every motorcycle should come with heated grips. Never knew what I was missing till I had the BMW S1000RR sport bike that had heated grips. That's the thing I missed the most about that bike, was the heated grips. Didn't care for its cruise control, hardly ever used it. But heated grips, oh, I love it. They should be on every motorcycle. So I have those ordered up. I will install those myself. And the other thing I ordered up was the engine guards, crash guards from Triumph. Those come in a silver color. Let's see if I want to go up this road, or yeah, let's go up this road. So I think before installing them, I'm going to have them powder coated black, or maybe a dark green to match the stripe on the fuel tank. Let me know what you guys think. That's very, very big different feel from riding the GSA. I know the weight difference is only about 80 pounds for being full of fuel. I think the dry weight on this is supposed to be about 454, that range, but that's probably without any oil, coolant, anything. So wet weight on this I've seen anywhere from 508 to 512, so let's just say 510 for a wet weight. But being only about 80 pounds lighter than the GSA 1250, this feels a couple hundred pounds lighter to me. So yeah, that'll definitely help, especially since, like I said, it's taller. It's a tall bike. You've got 250 millimeters of travel both in front and rear suspension. That's pretty good. That's up there. That's got a nice tone to the motor. It's just too quiet. Yeah, this will get louder in time. Different pipes. .2,000 RPM. It'll pull up okay. Smooth, but I prefer to run a lower gear. Bike feels real nice at 3,000, nice and comfortable. This is going to be a fun bike. Fun bike to customize a little bit, just fun to ride. I think I'm going to leave this Metzler Tourance tires. I think they're 80/20s. I'll leave these on the bike for a while. Get used to the bike. Maybe wear them out. And then maybe put the Karoo 4s on these after these wear out. Okay, shifted up from third to fourth, not using the clutch, and the tranny snickety, nice and smooth. Well, with regular forks, I'm talking regular compared to the suspension on the BMW, you're going to get some brake dive. But actually, this long travel suspension, I was expecting more brake dive than what I got from ride reports that I've watched. So, but right now I don't know what the settings are at. So one of the things I'll break out, check all my suspension settings, and when I'm able to get some help, see what my sag settings are on the bike. Most motorcycles are set up for a rider in the 160, 165 pound range. 170 at the max. That's where stock suspensions are normally set. And I normally stay in the 160 to 165 range for weight. And every time I've had suspension professionally done for me, bikes that they normally respring for other riders, the springs have always been right for my weight. So just some good clicker adjustments to set things up, and the suspension works great. So right now the rear suspension feels good. Front end compression might be a little stiff for just the sharp bumps. Good on the smooth bumps, but the sharp bumps, yeah, that'd be a high-speed damping adjustment, but these don't have that. You just got standard compression adjustment and rebound adjustment. Very basic. Showa forks on the front, even though they're gold. I don't know, every time I see gold, it's supposed to be Öhlins in my book, but you got gold Showa forks in the front with Öhlins piggyback shocks on the rear. That 1200 twin gets away from stops nice and easy, just like that 1250 boxer motor on the BMW. Definitely don't need all the RPM like you do on some other bikes. Gearing's not overly tall in first gear. I'm not sure how slow I can go in first gear yet. Tell you what, get some Karoo 4s on here. Some of the places that I've rode the GSA, this bike will be a lot nicer to ride those same areas. Less weight, that bigger tire helped me in some of those deflection issues that I had with the GSA. Oh, this is just going to be so much of an easier bike for those rides. Yeah, that motor sounds nice. It'll sound even nicer with a different exhaust. And if I remember right, with the pipes I'm thinking about, switching out those slip-ons, I'll lose about 12 pounds in weight. Somewhere around there. That'll put the bike under 500 pounds full of fuel. If you 410, 498. But right now, just off the bat, the brake lever, clutch lever, at least for street riding, sitting down position, they feel good. The setting for the piston for the brake lever with the Brembo M50 calipers on here, I think the setting's good. It's not too powerful initially, and you need a little bit of effort, which is good, especially for when you're riding in the dirt with no ABS. It'll give you a good feel without coming on too sharp and locking up that front wheel when you don't want to. So I might just leave it at that setting. I'll experiment with it over time, but for now, initial break-in and getting to know the bike, I'm going to leave it right where she's at. It feels good. Okay, that's not a hydraulic clutch, it's a cable clutch. I don't know, I've seen one reviewer say that it was really stiff. I find it very, very light. So, no issues there. Are you missing out with not having hydraulic clutch? Say no. No. The old school cable operated clutches actually give you a better feel than hydraulic clutches do as to what that clutch engagement feet is doing. So I've got no problems there. One less master cylinder to go bad. Just need to do some clutch cable maintenance oil now and then. Bringing my leg in and get up against the pipe, just looking down to see which guard I'm touching. It's the middle guard, heat shield, the black one. Nowhere near the front one. Boy, that chrome tank is pretty, especially that green stripe on there. That's a beautiful tank. I love the looks of those Monza fuel caps, whether it be in a vintage motorcycle or vintage sports car. Monza caps are beautiful. However, that's got a locking cap inside there, and I'll switch that out down the road. There's no need for that locking cap. I don't want to have to break out the key every time I fuel it up. Ah, that's one thing I don't like. It's why Triumph, like other manufacturers, are going to these keyless systems on the bikes. Keyless ignition systems. I don't like them. You still need to break out the key to fuel. I need to break out the key to lock the steering stem, break out the key for the seat, so why not break out the key for the ignition? So looking at the changes for the 2024 bikes, Triumph is going back to a keyed ignition. That would be nice if this bike can be retrofitted to the keyed ignition. Keyless systems, that's for cars, not for motorcycles. At least that's just my opinion. I'm sure others got different opinions on that.